Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to get us going. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. He shreds the tackle. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being grown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running out of time in the pocket. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
When he's got some space here, and the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
The Ducks pick up enough yardage to get a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for his big tight end. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to pass here on second down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they're snapping the ball near the goal line, but the defense does a good job of thinking, hey, guys, let's force the incompletion. Force them into going for 3, and let's not give up 6. They did their job there.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. And the Ducks looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second goal. Now it's third and goal for the offense.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Murphy. He saw him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. After a first down loss, it's second and long from their 25.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Oh, here comes the reverse. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is a risky call by the offense. A lot of times you'll see these plays get blown up, but not here. The receiver turns on the jets and makes a big play downfield for a nice chunk of yards.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab, and they get him down after the completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the scoring. Now they get set to kick it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's got his man open downfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Down he goes. A sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Touchdown, Oregon. Strong game by this quarterback.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the kick travels out of bounds. That's a flag, of course, but the onside kick fails. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Sticking with the running game. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a great job here by the safety to anticipate where the quarterback was going to go with the football. That gave him enough time to be able to get over and break on the football in time for the interception.
It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Well, the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. And he'll set up to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's James. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry on. A running play called on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now. Buckeyes are in the red zone. Trying to run it. It's Murphy. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner is brought down. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Lets it go quickly. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. 1st and 10 play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Looking to throw yet again. Defense. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Looks like the defense has it.
Chris, I don't think he would have gotten the first down regardless, but a good job by this defense of knowing where the first down marker is and then coming in with bad intentions to create that turnover, get the ball back to their offense.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Over the middle, it's Belling. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. The Buckeyes hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. On the run here. Lets it go. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Offense moving backwards here. A long way from the goal line now. Third and goal. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to create. And he wisely decides to just throw the ball away there on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. long enough and good. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. It's an out route, the catch made. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. The completion makes it 2nd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Quick throw to the left. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got to...
Looking to make a play deep downfield. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservative. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to use his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
2nd down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. He's running out of time here. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Bringing pressure. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Pressure. And he lofts it toward the sideline. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge gain through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And the game is now tied. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down here for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Off the play fake on first down. It's a quick grab. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense getting set. It's second down. That's a design quarterback keeper. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Grab behind the line, it's Smith. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the out route. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Pitch to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Play action here on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. With the catch, it's Murphy. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Using his legs on the scramble. Got space, looking to score. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a first and goal inside the 10.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And they'll try the quarterback sneak.
No, I don't blame him. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Defense is hanging tough here. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And with that, they regain the lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. That powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback escapes the pocket. The sure hands. It's Stewart. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Big throw caught on the left side. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's James. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. The Ducks pick up enough yards to move the sticks. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw again. Caught quickly. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Now here comes the flea flicker. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Touchdown, Oregon. They jump in front here in the 4th. That's the flea flicker executed perfectly. We're seeing more and more of this in college football, Kirk.
Yeah, and it's just one of those gadget plays you like to have in your arsenal. The defense, in this case, they were sucked up and completely out of position after that initial handoff. It allowed the receiver to get behind the coverage and make it for an easy touchdown pass.
Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch. It's Graham. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Handoff to the back. Powering through. He's brought down out at the 46.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
A gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
In the red area, it's Murphy. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Here's the option play. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. Buckeyes line it up with first and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back and out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
And now the important PAT to make it a 3-point lead. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Can they hang on? Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Comes back out on the field. Looking for some space. It's James. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
You talk about a dream football game at the college level. This guy's now over 400 yards passing today.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Ducks. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The linebacker shifting around now. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the 1st down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Second down. Looking to throw it. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback. With the game on the line, he finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
PAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Takes the handoff. It's James. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Across midfield. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. The pre-snap motion from the offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Murphy. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important second down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Finds his man. It's Smith. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the wideout goes in motion. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And in the final minute now, quarterback will take a knee. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.